When trying to decide on one person out of everyone I know to discuss, in my mind there was no question about who I wanted to tell you all about. This one person has accomplished many things in his life, including being a leader in the Army, saving many lives, and helping create medicines to cure diseases. This very special person would be my dad, James Osborne. My dad grew up right down the road from where I was raised in Canby, Indiana, on a small farm with my grandma, grandpa, and uncle. My dad always described his childhood as nothing but fancy, but had everything he needed. Since he grew up on a farm, he said there was always things to be planted and animals to be fed. Many people would have described his childhood as poor, but he would never do that. Not once in my life have I ever heard him describe his childhood as poor. My dad is definitely one of the smartest men I've ever met in my life. He was accepted into some of the most prestigious and competitive colleges in the country. Due to financial issues, though, he could only attend his freshman year at Rose-Hulman Institute. After that year, my dad felt that he wasn't going anywhere in his life, so he decided to join the United States Army. My dad doesn't tell me a lot about his military days, but he always told me that it was the best decision he ever made. One man's name that he always brought up was Chaplain Cornell. This one man was the reason my dad regained his faith in God. In my opinion, to have faith makes a strong man. After my family member my dad was very close to passed away, he was in a very bad place in his life. Chaplain Cornell said, "I don't care if you become a Catholic, I just want you to have faith." This one man, in his few words, gave my father the strength to do many great things in his life. One accomplishment that my dad says he was very proud of was becoming a sergeant in the United States Army. He made many contributions to his unit. My favorite story was about one night they camped out in a thunderstorm. In Desert Storm, many tents were destroyed, and their equipment was also destroyed. My father was able to coordinate an entire platoon into safety. The story may have not been marvelous or miraculous, but it demonstrates an amazing leader. In the military, my dad got an EMT job while working towards his chemistry degree. He received an achievement medal for saving a soldier's life. The soldier passed out and he was the first to respond. Hearing these stories while growing up, my dad was never once boastful. He was always very modest and humble. In my opinion, it takes a great person to be able to do all these things and have many accomplishments and not be able to boast. My dad and mom met after my dad got out of the military at a church. When they married, my dad took my half-brother in as his own. He always says, family isn't about blood, it's about the people you love. Once my dad met my mom, he decided that he was going to start working at Eli Lilly as a senior analytical chemist. Today, he works on many different projects with a team of experts, one of the largest being a project for a medicine called Zypexia. This formula dissolves right as it hits the patient's mouth. There are many things wrong with the project, but my dad worked with a team of specialists to move the drug forward. He realized that he received the Presidential Award at Eli Lilly and helped finish a project that helps many people in hospitals. I believe that every person has been put on this earth for a reason, and my dad's is to help save lives. I am proud to know such a man, and I am proud to have been raised by him. It takes a lot to be able to recognize your wrongs in life and learn from them, and my dad has taught me and my brothers that. He raised me to know that I am loved, and I'm hope to only become half the person he is. Guys are shaking hands. How many minutes are we at? There's my audience. Boom.